Hello, Jacob. And today, if you saw my last video, well, during the last video, this finally came in the mail. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I have another jersey unboxing / unbagging to share with you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. So yeah, as I mentioned before in my, well, not previous video, but the video before where I unboxed my Odell Beckham and Sam Darnold jerseys, I had a few more things coming in the mail. Well, as I just showed you, one of them has just arrived. And this was purchased around the same time as the Darnold and the Odell Beckham. And yeah, finally came in today. So about a little under a week and a half later, finally get this bad boy in the mail. And well, update on the last package that I'm supposedly getting. Might be a little while yet because, well, again, I ordered that on about a week, literally the day after I purchased this and all the other stuff that I just got over the last couple days. But oh boy. So hopefully it won't be too much longer for the last jersey because, again, well, it is another Vikings jersey, but again, the Vikings Pro Shop, if you're not familiar with them, are not associated with Fanatics, which is both a good and bad thing. Just because, I mean, I'd love to buy more from the Vikings, like actual Pro Shop online and stuff like that, but the fact that they charge up to like 20 or 30 bucks extra for like size 3Xs and stuff like that, no. I'd much rather go through Fanatics for that and save the 15, 20 bucks. But again, that's a different video for a different day and all that stuff. Let's get on to the unboxing. Or unbagging, I should say. It's I know some people get really uptight when you call an unbagging and unboxing and vice versa, but yeah. So anyway, can't please everyone, but it is what it is there. So yeah, as I mentioned before, Fanatics and NFLShop.com have been having some crazy jersey steals. Like, I mean, Nike limited jerseys for like 20, 25 bucks on average. Some of them are a little more, obviously, if the player's still there, but it's a different style or whatever the case might be. But for the most part, they've been averaging about 20, 25, 30, 40 bucks even. I mean, they're definitely a lot less than the retails of the normal Nike jerseys and all that stuff. So, but yeah, this particular jersey, while I go ahead and tear into it, been waiting on this thing all day, by the way. It just came in the mail like 20 minutes ago, so. And it's about 4:20 Central Time at this point. And normally our mail gets here at around like 12:30, 1 o'clock, but again, coming off of Labor Day, COVID, this, that, the other thing. I'm just glad it made it here at the end of the day. So far and so on. So anyway, on to the jersey that's in this bag right here. This particular jersey is from the AFC South, and it is a discounted jersey because, again, as I mentioned before, this player's no longer on the team. Well, I mean, if you remember a couple seasons ago, this particular player was very disgruntled for this team, and this, that, and the other thing, and long story short, he ends up on the LA Rams. And this guy is a bona fide stud on the defensive side of the ball. Hailing from his time in Jacksonville. It is, ladies and gentlemen, a Jalen Ramsey Nike Limited from the time in Jacksonville. And again, I got this thing for this was actually probably my cheapest jersey I purchased at like 15 bucks or something like that. And when all said and done, it was about 20, 25 bucks total. But again, What can you say about Jalen Ramsey? I mean, the dude is a bona fide stud. Granted, as I mentioned before, the way Jalen left, Jacksonville might still have a lot of Jacksonville fans kind of sour and all that stuff, but I understand, Jacksonville, well, let's just say they're kind of going through some stuff of their own, but hopefully Trevor Lawrence and the boys can finally push forward there, just because, again, they do have some really nice young players there, including, Robinson and Lawrence and those guys. So, yeah, they definitely have the foundation for the future. But anyway, back to the jersey. As I mentioned before, this is a Nike Limited. So, same style as this, same style as my Odell Beckham, and quite a few other jerseys in my collection. Where if I had to probably pick out of the 3 major tiers, at least as of now, because I don't own a Vapor Elite, but the Limiteds have always been my favorite, including the Vapor Limiteds and stuff like that. But again, I have yet to really own a Vapor Elite, so that could very easily change. But again, we'll see if I can find any deals on them in my size, because they do fit a little slim. Bad thing about Nike jerseys and all that stuff, but especially as a bigger guy, So, but anyway, back to the jersey here. It is the Jacksonville Jaguars black jersey, which I think was an alternate for a time, but I think it's going to be their primary home jersey or something like that. But anyway, I mean, Jacksonville's always had some decent jerseys. Now, a lot of times, people say they're hit or miss. I still am like a big fan of the Byron Leftwich era, the, early MJD and Fred Taylor era. One sec here. This particular era. But, I mean, this jersey is kind of paying homage to that, so. But yeah, as I mentioned before, with the Nike Limited jerseys, only one of the, because this is a double number, so only the black is stitched, but the white is sublimated into the stitching. The Jaguar logo, which is stitched. The NFL Flywire wire mesh. And I got this in a double X. So, just like this, just like my Odell Beckham. Here is the jock tag. The Ramsey on the nameplate on the back, sewn down on, again, the single stitch nameplate with the single stitch 20 on the back. And of course, the side numbers with the Nike swoosh. And the the sleeves, which are like that teal color on the black jersey. And yeah, I mean, can never go wrong with some really nicely designed Jaguars jerseys. But again, Jalen Ramsey, in my opinion, is a top 5 corner in the league now. Again, the way he left the Jaguars has, again, a lot of Jaguars fans feeling certain ways and stuff like that, which again, can't say blame them, but it is what it is there. But again, there's a reason why Jalen Ramsey is as popular of a player as he is, as highly touted as, the cornerback as he is. But again, I got this thing for it was like $20 or something like that. It was not much at all. I mean, considering, like I said before, the Vapor Limiteds run for normally about $150. So, and again, they're probably my favorite, bang for your buck jersey, just because, especially with the game jerseys now going up to $120. I mean, you really can't go wrong. So, but yeah, stay tuned, because again, Vikings football is back and all that stuff, and as well as more stuff comes in the mail or this, that, or the other thing, I'll be sure to let you know if anything happens or anything like that. So, till we meet again, this is Jacob. Have a good one.